Yo, 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 yo. Let's go, let's go. It's the Great Debate Show with your host, Jarvis Jeffries. I'm solo dolo today. Well, kinda, but not really. I've got a guest on, and we're talking. We're talking. I want to talk about some head coaches real quick. A few hires that happened. Pete Carroll is now the head coach of the Raiders. The Bucks OC. Me and Terrence was here last night live discussing the things that went on with Liam Cohen. He's now the new head coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I want to talk about Bobby Slowick, the OC in Houston with the Texans, or was, because he's out now as OC. And I've got a Tennessee Titan fan here joining me today that wants to talk about the Tennessee Titans and their number one pick. What are they going to do with the number one pick in the draft 2025? There are talks that they could trade out of that pick. There are talks that they may stay put and they may get one of those quarterbacks. Nobody really knows right now, but they have a new general manager, and we're going to discuss that. But before I get in, um, let's dive right into that because the Titans are part of this whole coaching general manager carousel that's going on right now, where teams are firing general managers and coaches and hiring new general managers and coaches. Um, LeVar is on here today, my guest, to talk Tennessee Titans. Tighten up. How you doing, brother? And thanks for joining us here on the Great Debate Show. Just kind of tell me about this general manager because I don't want to botch his name. I don't know his name. If you could tell us who he is, where he came from, and how he's going to turn that Tennessee Titan organization around.
Yeah, what's going on, bro? Yeah, good to be here, man. Thanks for having me. Um, yeah, it's been a real story journey with this Tennessee Titans. Um, but the new general manager that we have is Chad Brinker, and he came in last year. He worked with Rand, and they were supposed to collab, and then 2 years later, Rand's out the door, and now we're collabing with another GM. It's kind of crazy, all this collab talk that you hear. But yeah, so we got Chad Brinker, and we just hired our new general manager, Bargonzgo, from the Chiefs, Mike Bargonzgo. Um, so, you know, this general manager that we got now, it seems like, he's going to try to turn everything back around. I tell you, the Tennessee Titans, this pick right here is so important because like this could change the foundation, uh the whole, like, when you tear a house down and you build it from ground up, like, this is it right here. This is how important this next pick is, this number one pick. So, every the Tennessee Titans and the Nashville natives there that live there, that's their home. That's what this next pick is like. And I think the pressure is on, but the pressure is on Amy Adams now, and she feels the pressure has been on for quite some time now. And it's like, and before it was like we love Amy, and I get back on the subject, at hand, but all of this boils down to Amy Adams. When we get done talking, she loves this organization. She wants this organization to win. She wants to bring this city a Super Bowl. We get it, but you have failed 3 times. It's like we understood you the first time, and but come on now. I wanted to say this, but I'll say it later on another podcast. I don't think, I don't want to get you canceled. But I have some thoughts on Amy Adams, but I don't think it's appropriate for this show at this time. But we love Amy, but we want her to bring some championships home, and she hadn't done it. So I think this general manager, Chad Brinker, it's real imperative they get the right people in house, because if not, nobody's going to fill any seats up in that new stadium coming in 27.
Okay. All right. Hey, what's going on, Bella? Too fast. Hi, how you doing? We're talking to Tennessee Titans right now. I'm going to talk about some of the head coaching hirings and general manager hirings. LeVar, the Titan fan here, our guest here on the Great Debate Show, just told us about the general manager. What's his name again, LeVar? What's his name?
Mike Bargonski.
Mike Brongoski. He's the new general manager. He's going to do what my boy Rand Carthon didn't do coming from my San Francisco 49ers. He was fired after 2 quick years. And the biggest debate right now with the Tennessee Titans is what to do with that pick. Nobody really, and I mean, and I say this with all respect, respectfully, when I say this, bro, nobody cares about your Titans. They're just they're boring. They've not been good. They've been a terrible organization. And since the Steve McNair, Eddie George, Jeff Fisher days, they haven't really hit on much. They had a few good years with Derrick Henry. They didn't do much. They won what, a playoff game maybe with Mike Vrabel. The Titans have just been bad, bro. And I've told you many a times, man, I think you should just stop watching football. I think you should stop being a fan, jump off the wagon. You don't have to pick another team. Just abandon the Titans. You, being who you are, you would never do that. And you have not done that. And I respect that. So, with all that being said, do you think they're going to turn it around? And if so, how? What are they going to do with this pick? They got Shadur Sanders. You've got Cam Ward. You need a quarterback because your quarterback is Will Levis, and he looked pretty bad. So my question to you is, what do they do with this pick? I mean, there's options. You can draft a quarterback, you can trade back, and you can get more picks, and you can try to build the team up that way. I don't know where your weaknesses are. O line, D line, corner. I'm not pass rush. I'm not sure, but you still need the quarterback. And everybody knows from watching Jayden Daniels right now in Washington, bro. If you get the quarterback right, everything else will fall into place. But which direction do you see them going, and which direction do you think they should go in?
Well, that's a good question. I think right now that's everybody. That's in everybody's mind now. Like, which direction are we headed? One thing for sure, the new GM he did put in place said that he's open to picking that next generational pick. That next generational player, he's open, and he's saying that that may not be at the quarterback position. It may also be in the cornerback position. It may be in the defensive line position. We know we got one coming out of Penn. It's a Penn State, Abdul Carter. Um, we have, and of course, we have Travis Hunter out of Colorado. So there, Tennessee can go either or. Now, I'm not opposed to them picking Shadur Sanders or Cam Ward. If they're the next franchise quarterback, then I say let's get them. But it's the doubts that I'm having that I'm not me personally. I'm not sold on yet. So I'm not opposed to trading picks either. Tennessee Titans, we need players. I get it now. As a Tennessee Titan fan, I was the one a few years ago talking about rebuilding, well, not rebuilding, but reloading. Right? I was saying that for about 2 years straight. Not keep Derrick Henry, keep him, and look, he went to Baltimore, balled out, still, and he did the same thing he did with Tennessee. He still lost.
Yeah.
So, but at the same breath, like I was talking that reloading stuff with Tanya. Okay, we failed miserably. We we got Levis, should have never been a second round pick, and he was awful, god awful, to the point where the GM got fired, and the coach is on 1 foot, and then the other one on the banana peel. Like if he stinks it up this year, it's over with.
Yeah.
So that's why I said this next general manager is real important on what's happening next with the Tennessee Titans because we, honestly speaking, like I said, Chad Brinkley, he is the real general manager. Mike Bogonsky is just a pawn, but a good one, if that makes sense. He's going to be the one that's scouting. He's scouting all the players. He's showing up in all the draft meetings. He's going to be at all the combines. He's rolling up his sleeves with the pencil, with the number 2 pencil, and he's going in. That's what he's going to do. His responsibility is to rebuild his roster and to put talent on it, just like he did in Kansas City. That's where he comes from. That's his background. He's been there since 2009. All these players that you're witnessing, that you're about to see Sunday, believe me, Mike Bogonsky has something to do with it. So we're hoping, Tennessee Titan fans, we're hoping that that's what he brings to this organization, talented players.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I want to. I think that says 4 rings. 4 rings says Saleh is back to the 49ers. Bang bang. I appreciate that, bro, because I have not seen anyone confirm that yet. If you're still here, could you really confirm that? Like, is it for real, or is this still hypotheticals? Because I've heard that he was coming back. We know the Jaguars have a new head coach, which I'm about to get into in a minute here. But yeah, let me know if that's true, because I'm talking about all the hirings and firings from DC and OCs to head coaches and general managers. And right now, speaking of general managers, the Titans have a new general manager. He comes from Kansas City, from the Kansas City Chiefs. Is that correct?
Yep, that's
And
right.
you think that he's going to do good things in Tennessee like he did in Kansas City. He's responsible for a lot of good players on the Chiefs roster, and you think he can do that for you all. If I were to ask you, because I want to, I don't want to be too long, but we've got a few people here watching now. We appreciate you. The Great Debate Show is available wherever you get your podcast. Just hit the follow button or subscribe.
You're
Audio
doing a good job too. You're doing a
pods.
good job.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. And again, live here on YouTube, you can follow us. Just hit the notification bell and the subscribe button. I'm gonna get to Robert Saleh and the Niners in a minute, but and they call a break too. It looks like it. Who would you draft though, LeVar, right now? If you're the general manager, what are you? What name? What player is gonna be on that ballot that you're gonna turn in before Roger Goodell announces it at the podium? Like, who is gonna be on that play, or are you trading back to get more picks? And if you are trading back, where are you trading back to? With who? Because keep in mind, the Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson may be done. Like, I mean, like his career could be over. So all of this talk about them getting Travis Hunter, the Cleveland Browns could very well go get a Cam Ward or Shador at number 2. It's all on you all at number 1. What are you doing with that number 1 pick? Hey, what's up,
Well,
Melody? How you doing? Hold on 1 second. I just know what I read, but if I read right, it said he wasn't able to get the head coach position and decided to come back. Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna check into that in a minute. But yeah, 49er fans have really, really been on the edge, hoping that they could get Robert Saleh back. I'll give my thoughts on it in a minute. But who you picking with that pick, bro? The Titans, number 1 pick. Who's it gonna be?
well, it's like when our mamas and uncles and aunts would tell us back in the day that you go with your gut feeling. And I'm gonna be honest, and there's no knock to Shadur Sanders, there's no knock to Cam Ward. But if I'm in that draft room, my gut feeling is telling me to go towards Travis Hunter. Um, I think he's a tremendous talent. I think he definitely is going to fill the seats up in Tennessee. And if you're reading the news, if you're following the Titans news, more people are starting to write this article. So it got to have some type of truth to it. But like I said, I won't be mad or upset if we go with Shadur as well. But I won't be surprised if we trade, get some picks, um, rebuild this roster, do it the right way, and wait on that quarterback. A lot of people say, well, how do you know that you're going to get that quarterback? I get it. I understand that too. But there's a guy in Texas right now. Uh, his last name is Manning. If we play our cards right, it could be possible. So to answer your question, it's kind of 50-50 for me, but I won't be mad if we got Travis Hunter's work.
But Travis Hunter is not going to turn around the franchise. He's not going to change the franchise. You need a quarterback, and I think that it would be a terrible move if they went with a cornerback slash wide receiver instead of getting a quarterback that's going to lead this franchise back to the Steve McNair days. I'm sorry, I don't think that would be a good idea. But basically, you're telling me that you don't believe in Cam Ward or Shadur Sanders if you would pick Travis Hunter. Would you at least rather get some draft picks and trade back before you done that, or would you be scared that Cleveland would go get Travis Hunter at number 2, which they probably would? But sometimes being a number 1 is not all good because there's so many options and you can overthink it and drop the ball and mess it up.
I
Man,
say,
Travis Hunter, you would really do that?
yeah, like I said, to close it out, I think, yeah, I would, because I think he's a phenomenal player. I mean, in the last 25 years, Can you name another player that is doing what Travis Hunter has done? And is about to bring it over to the NFL, the professional, at a professional level. So yes, I think he's a generational talent, and I know he's not a quarterback, but I think he can be, he can make a big step from where we were last year, and actually think we can win a lot of games with him. Now, so and also I think it's either we get him or we get Abdul Carter or Shadur Sanders. One of those three, or Cam Wood, I won't be mad at.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give my quick take on it. I think that the Titans should either trade back, only one spot maybe, and get extra picks and do what you can do with that. What's your weaknesses? What's your main weakness? What are your main needs right now?
Quarterback position, pass rusher position, offensive line position. We hadn't got
Okay.
our right.
Okay. Okay. A whole rebuild. You need an offensive lineman. This is a good year for some old linemen, I believe. Go get the best one if you trade
That's
back.
what I was
If you
about
don't
to
trust
say.
the quarterback.
Our left
However,
side is good. Our right
however,
side is trash.
I can't say yet because I haven't watched all the tape and the film on Cam Ward. I did watch a lot of Colorado football. He looks like like he can play. Shadur Sanders looks like he can ball. Um, I'm not saying he's the answer for the Titans, but I think that one of these quarterbacks should do it. Either one of them are better than Will Levis. Either one of them is better than Marcus Mariota. They're better than Jake Locker. All the first round picks that you all have just slaughtered. Just totally botched it. And I think that if you've wasted all that time on those quarterbacks, why not try it again on one of these? I think the Titans are going to make a huge mistake, and I think that'll be the reason why Titan fans are saying that this team is doomed until they sell it. And I think that eventually Amy Adams is going to have to sell the team before you all ever are good at all if they blow this. Don't
Well, I
overthink it. In my opinion, just draft Cam Ward or Shadur Sanders and be done with it. You've got other rounds and other picks in the draft. You can move back up in the first round with your second round pick and move back into the late first round and get that offensive lineman or that pass rusher that you may think that you know, just I don't think the Titans should overthink it. That's all I'm saying. And the reason why the Titans are still in the hole they're in is because they can't hire a general manager / head coach that can get it right. They can get their pick right. They dropped the ball way too many times with that. But anyway,
yeah.
you got
Well,
any, what else? What else you got to say?
yeah, that's about it, man. But I can tell you one thing, like you stacked about that if we don't get it right this time, hey man, Adam, she don't have to worry about it, selling tickets or anything, because we're gonna burn it. We're gonna burn the stadium down. So you better get it right this time.
I would say don't buy tickets. That's the best way to burn it down right there without burning it down. Just the new stadium that you're going to be in what 2026. Don't put any butts in the seats. It needs to be empty. You can easily take that 3-hour drive from Memphis to Nashville anytime you want to, but you refuse to do it because they're not putting enough talent on the field. And I respect that and understand it. I think if they drop this ball, yeah, nobody should go to the stadium. Nobody should sell tickets. And then I bet you they get it right. I bet you that because now you're playing with their pockets. You're playing with
That's
their
what I've been
pockets.
saying all along.
That's
That's
where
what
you
I've
got to
been
hit them
saying.
at. Yeah, that's
That's
where
what
you
I'm
got to hit them
saying.
at. And
Yeah,
just for the
the
people that's
pressure's on.
watching, this guy right here that's on this YouTube channel with me right now. This is a real diehard Titan fan you're looking at next to me, and he doesn't buy any Titan, merchandise at all. Like he's got on a Titan hat right now, but he's probably had that hat for like 15 years. He will
Yeah, this
not
is a
spend
gift.
money on that franchise until it's worth doing, and I respect that. And like I said, I think you should have jumped off the wagon a long time ago because I don't think y'all are ever gonna be shit. I'm just gonna
I'm
be
telling
real.
you, man. The
Yeah.
Commanders looking real nice right now, and I know we probably about to talk about that in a little bit.
Somebody's talking about them right now. What's up, Jern? What's up, Jerm Holmes? He's saying the Commander's gonna sub the Super Bowl. He's I think they're gonna go to the Super Bowl too. I got them. We were live last night talking about it. So yeah, let's get to the rest of the stuff that's going on in the league right quick. And while I got you here, bro, I'll ask you a few questions, see what you think about it. Pete Carroll is not a head coach of the Raiders. That one kind of surprised me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. They say Tom Brady is like not just a partial owner. like he's really making the decisions, or he has a lot of input on the decision making. And I wonder what were they thinking when they said we're going to go with a 73-year-old head coach who is now the oldest head coach in the league since he's back in the league. So he took what, 1 year off, and now here he is back with the Raiders. He doesn't have a quarterback, but I think that that will change depending on what your Titans do. The Raiders are going to try to move up and get Shadur Sanders, and I think you all are going to give them that opportunity to do so. But you're going to look real foolish if Shadur is lighting it up in Vegas and
I know,
y'all
man.
ass is still the fucking Titans.
We set back another 10
I tell
years.
you. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Hold on. Who will be in red and gold soon? Are you talking about Saleh still 4 rings, or are you talking about one of these quarterbacks? I know you're not talking about a quarterback, but okay. So Pete Carroll is not going to be the 49ers DC. Pete Carroll is the head coach of the Raiders. I think that's a bad move. I think Pete Carroll is past his time as far as head coaching. And you should have kept Antonio Pierce for another year if this is the best you were going to do. Your thoughts on that, bro, before I move on.
Man, I think you need to get out your feelings, man. With I know you lost against Pete Carroll, but I think we just need to put it to rest, man. Okay, Pete Carroll is a
Man,
good
this is
coach.
not no, bro. This is not a biased opinion. This is just saying that this guy is 73. You know who else is like 73? Bill Belichick. And his ass couldn't even get a job in the NFL. He's in North Carolina. He's in North Carolina. Pete Carroll ain't got it no more. Now we can go back and play this back next year around this time if they're in the postseason, and you know what I'm saying. But no, come on, man. I mean, he doesn't even have a Russell Wilson. His quarterback for now, until we get to the draft or whatever, is I can't even think of his damn name, and that's the point right there. Max Crosby is probably going to be out of there, and I would love for him to be on the other side of Nick Bosa, although I know that's not important for the 49ers
Well,
right
yeah,
now.
it's damn sure not happening now.
Yeah,
Pete
well, okay,
Carroll,
well,
defensive guy.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. It's time for him to get paid, I believe, and why stick around with the losing team? But anyway, Pete Carroll's back with the Raiders. I don't think it's a good move. But
Well, that's
I,
what
I
I'm going to say. Like Pete, it's more to it than just Pete Carroll's the next head coach. It's Tom Brady is connected to this hire. There's also another guy by the name of Spycheck or something. I'm hearing he may be the next general manager, and he has ties with Tom Brady
uh-huh.
in Tampa Bay. So this connection that you're seeing, it's like, oh my yeah, who cares? Pete Carroll's the next coach. I think it's something bigger than that. I think it's a pot that they're brewing, and I think it's a reason why Pete Carroll is coming back into this position because something is probably about to happen that we don't know about. And Shadur Sanders is one. That's something that you will come back for. I mean, if Shadur Sanders is what we think he's going to be, or you think he's going to be, then Pete Carroll knows it too.
But he shouldn't be a
Uh,
Raider. But he shouldn't be a Raider because he should be a Titan.
I'm just saying
So
though, like
if that happens, y'all are fucking that up though, bro.
I get that.
Y'all messing that up. And that would
Right.
prove that would explain why y'all are who y'all are. You gonna let the Raiders get that dude? It's anyway. I asked 4 rings, who was he talking about gonna be in the red and gold? He was talking about you, bro. He said you will be in red and gold pretty soon, as long as you sticking around with the Titans, man. Janky ass Titans, man. I tell you. All right, look, the Bucks offensive coordinator, Liam Cohen. It was some crazy stuff that went on. 1 minute he said he didn't want to be the Jaguars head coach, and he said he was taking his ass he was gonna stay in Tampa Bay. And then they realized that Trent Baalke was the reason why he wouldn't take the head coaching job. So they finally came to their senses and they fired Trent Baalke's ass because he's trash. And I don't even know how the hell he still is in the league. I don't know how he keeps getting jobs. Trent Baalke is I'm very familiar with him. And 4 rings, I'm sure you are too, because you're a Niner fan, just like I am. And well, I'm sure you agree with me when I say Trent Baalke was ass. And he had this fascination of always drafting players that had torn ACLs. I don't know why he got off on that, but he would always draft somebody that just bust their whole damn knee up. Like, what the hell you doing, bro? How can they be good to us? Did he make a few good picks? It depends on who you're asking. But he's finally out as the general manager. So now Liam Cohen is going to have to hire his own general manager. So he's kind of going to be like Cal Shanahan in Jacksonville. Now, do you have anything to say about that now that he's the Jaguar? And he's the reason why Robert Saleh could be coming back to the San Francisco 49ers. That's not in stone yet. I'm going to look that up and see. But, bro, what's your thoughts on Liam Cohen leaving Baker Mayfield from calling the plays, and now he's taking over the head coach for Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars?
I have very little to say about that because it's kind of weird. The coach is hired before the general manager. So I mean, nobody knows. I don't know what the hell what's going on. I'm assuming he does, but yeah, without a
It
general
happens from
manager,
time to time. They do that
yeah,
from
it
time to
does
time.
happen. But I never liked when it happened, unless it's somebody that's like a Bill Belichick. You know what I'm saying? That has that presidency where okay, yeah, he can do more than just be a head coach. But this guy's not proven, so who knows? It looks like Jacksonville is just up in there. Um, so
Kobe, stop.
we don't know. But
Right. Okay, so I'm trying to find out about the Robert Saleh information. Excuse me,
mhm.
my dog is tripping. And if y'all don't want to see him get his pants whooped, thank you. Um, so yeah, back to what I was saying. I think that the Jaguars, keep in mind, they only done that because they wouldn't have had his services as head coach if they didn't fire Trent Baalke. So it's not like they planned it that way. They got rid of him to get the head coach. He didn't want to be there if Trent Baalke was going to be there. And I know why. Because he knows, just like we know as 49er fans, that he's trash. All right, so keeping it moving, Bobby Slowick. Before I get to Robert Saleh, I want to say this. And thank you, Dennis. He said, keep up the good work, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. 49ers missed their chance. Going to be trash now. Okay, hey man, I said we were going to be trash in 2024, and we were. A lot of people didn't want to hear me say that, but I was just calling the facts, and you see, we were. I said we'd be 7-10. We were 6-11. So people get mad though when you say things they don't want to hear. But hey, man, it's okay. Some people are late to the party. I already was there. But look, before I get to Saleh, Bobby Slowick was the offensive coordinator in Houston with the Texans. He just got fired by D'Amico Ryan in the Texans. Bro, I've talked to you many a times about how I'm sick of Kyle Shanahan. I'm sick of his arrogant ways. I'm sick of his stubbornness. I'm sick of his snarky, slick comments. He can never be criticized. He can't take any criticism. He will never hold himself accountable. I'm just sick of him because we don't have a Super Bowl ring yet. I said all of that to say this. This season in 2024, Bobby Slowick's offense, Mike McDaniel's offense, Kyle Shanahan's offense. Anybody that runs Kyle Shanahan's offense, it looked pretty bad this year. And Matt LaFleur, I'm going to say him too, kind of, because the Green Bay Packers, they were up and down. They took a step back, and they didn't win a postseason game this year versus what they did last year. Now, some of that could be Jordan Love. I'm not sure. But everybody that runs Kyle's offense, it seemed that everybody figured it out, and they said, enough is enough. We stopping this shit. And they did. Bobby Slowick is out. Some people say that CJ Stroud kind of regressed a little bit in his sophomore year, in his second season. I mean, it looks like they're saying that he's the reason why he's out. So everything that I say, I'm saying all of that to say this. Everything that I've said about Kyle Shanahan for the past 2 seasons is turning out to be correct because the offense looked terrible this year, very stagnant, lethargic. Um, just like we know what you're gonna do. And then the fact that we had personnel issues where receivers couldn't beat man coverage, Purdy didn't have all his players, all of his weapons. It was just bad. But for the most part, good coaches can still call plays. Look at Joe Brady and the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen lost. Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs, and they look better now than they ever looked before. And they're playing in the AFC Championship game this weekend. So I get tired of people trying to tell me, yeah, but he's been to 2 Super Bowls. Who cares? He also lost 2 Super Bowls. Matter of fact, 3, because he blew that 28-3 lead that everybody just seems to forget about. So I said all of that just to say that I'm not surprised Bobby Slowick got fired as the OC in Houston. Everybody knows that offense now. It's time to get creative. And like Steve Young said, it's time for Kyle Shanahan to reinvent himself. When somebody says you have to reinvent yourself, though, bro, that don't sound like you that damn good. If you good, you ain't got to reinvent yourself. But nobody wants to listen to Steve Young. Nobody wants to listen to Jerry Rice. They just don't know shit.
I think
Okay, go ahead.
the problem that I'm having, and I mean, I'm not a 49er fan, so of course I can't speak too much on, but I can speak a little bit about Shanahan this because I've been watching him long, of course, because you're a 49er fan, so I've always wanted the success for the 49ers, but looking at in this for me, and I'm not even a 49er fan, but it's like watching Cal Shanahan in this offense. It's like a relationship you're trying to get out of, and you just trying to figure out how. You like, yeah, it was good the first 2 years, but you seen them all. You're getting kind of boring now, and that's what Shanahan is. And you made a good point when you spoke about the people. Only person I can think of from his tree that is still successful and good at what he does, and that's McVay. Even looking at Daniels in Miami, uh,
It didn't look too hot.
uh, your boy want to skip town. What I was telling you, what's his name? I don't know why I can't think of it right now.
Tyree Hill.
Tyreek.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Tyreek.
I agree. I agree.
So I'm telling you, he's gonna be a thing of the past if they don't figure it out in Miami, or if he don't get up out of there. He's gonna be the thing of the past. There's just too many great receivers coming in now. So yeah, he's gonna be a thing of the past. He gonna have some catching up to do.
Yeah.
Uh, but slow it, yeah, like you said, the system seems like everybody's catching on to that system. What else you got? Because it seems like nobody's winning out of it. So that's my take on that.
Okay, so I want to say something to Coach. What's his name? Cash Carter. Thank you for joining the Great Debate Show, man. And I appreciate all the engagement. It really does help us here at the Great Debate Show with the algorithm. I appreciate it, brother. Cash Carter says the 49ers is the best team. I don't know why you would say that, bro. That's my team, and I don't agree. And you're also saying the reason we didn't make the playoffs is because McCaffrey was hurt and Brandon Ayuk. I disagree with that too, man. Kyle Shanahan is supposed to be good enough to still get us wins. We didn't need Christian McCaffrey when we got him. If you want to be real. Now, is he good? Yes, he was great in 23 and 24. He was phenomenal. But I think the best of McCaffrey days may be behind him. He may not ever be that guy again when he gets back 100%. But we still had Jordan Mason, Isaac Garendo. Shanahan didn't give those guys the ball because he wants to show everybody McCaffrey's our best guy. And then when he got him back, he ran him back in the ground. And then as far as Brandon Ayuk goes, you're right. Brandon Ayuk was a lot more valuable than 49er fans said he was. And they had to eat those words. Everybody that said, we don't need him. Don't sign him. Don't pay him. Okay? They paid him. He got hurt. Yeah, he did. That's a 49er problem. Shanahan, the one who took too damn long. Well, no, I'll take that back. Brandon Ayuk, he took a while too. But if all of that got resolved early in mini camp, before training camp, it wouldn't have been an issue. He wouldn't have got hurt. But let's not blame it on 2 players getting hurt, though, Cash Carter, please. Let's not do that. Because Trent Williams played most of the season until he lost his daughter. Javarius Ward, Debo Samuel was there. Kittle was there all season long. That's enough weapons if the coach knows what he's doing to get to the postseason. We were supposed to be back in the Super Bowl. That's what everybody told me. So how was I right to predict that we would be 7-10, we would have a Super Bowl hangover? And I said this before anybody got hurt. Before anybody got hurt. And why do you let your linebacker, your star linebacker, Fred Warner, play all season long on a fractured ankle? You tell me he's not a damn slave driver. All he does is keep players hurt. Fred Warner should have been tapped out after week 7. It just shouldn't have happened. Shanahan has to go. I'm sorry. I don't care how many Super Bowl appearances and NFC Championship games we get. Everybody knows he's a choke artist, and I don't think he's ever going to win the big game. I've realized that a few years ago, and that's why I've been calling for his job. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm the black Grant Cohn. And I know a lot of Niner fans can't stand his ass, but you tell me where he's lying at most of the time.
I mean, he,
Shanahan is not that dude, man. And I'm not gonna let fans blame it on certain injuries. I mean, I said this will be a 2020 year, but Shanahan is the reason for it. He's the reason for it. That's
yeah,
just what it is. I'm sorry, man.
you say certain things never change, and you got to think about 2016 and that Super Bowl against the Patriots and the Falcons. We saw the same thing happen, and then I think it was 10 minutes later he was the head coach for the 49ers. So we seen this before. Shanahan never shows up at the party when it's time to show up at the party. Um, so one thing I can say about y'all is that yeah, I gotta say they had a lot of injuries. They did a significant amount of injuries to the point you could say, "Damn, Shan, you off the hook again." Because it seems like that's always why he always gets off the hook. It's because of the injuries.
Bro, but he's the reason why they get hurt. Look, they're agreeing with me right now. Four Rings just said he worked them too hard. That's why he got hurt. Agreed. And Cash Carter, he said true. So he agrees with me. Look, we're all Niner fans and we're die hard and we ain't going no damn where. One thing about us, when we win, everybody's happy. When we lose, it's gonna be some conflict because we all bumping heads on why we're so bad and why we're losing. And that's okay. But I appreciate y'all listening to me and hearing me out and hearing my side because I've had a lot of people on X, formerly known as Twitter, tell me I'm not a real fan just because I said we're going to suck. I just know it was going to be just like 2020 when you work that hard to get to the Super Bowl and you don't win it. And then you have players who miscount because they want their money and they get paid and then they get hurt. They just handled it all wrong. All wrong. And the reason why they handled it wrong is because they try to pay everybody. That's another mistake that Shanahan and John Lynch make. You can't pay everybody. Trent Williams got paid. Christian McCaffrey got paid again. Brandon Ayuk got paid. All three of those guys were on IR at some point in the season or missed games. And they all got paid. Debo got paid a few years back. He ain't been shit since then. And people used to troll me talking about he's good, he's this, Debo ain't nothing but a gadget player, maybe a better version of Percy Harvin. And when our co-host Nick, or our former co-host Nick, told us this, I laughed at him about 3 years ago. He was right. He's Percy Harvin, not a real receiver. That's all I said. And the gadget plays don't work anymore. But Kyle force-fed him the ball in a game that we needed to stay alive in playoff contention. And you came out and just said, give Debo the ball. And how did that work out for us? We lost 6-3 to the Rams. Like, that's just bad coaching. That's bad strategy. That's bad everything. But Jed York, if you want to bring all of that back, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Now let's get the Robert Saleh right quick, bro. And I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna wrap it up. I see a lot of people saying go Bills on here too. I see you. I see you.
We
But
ain't even
it
touched on
feels
that.
like it. What'd you say, bro?
We ain't even touched on that yet. The AFC and the playoffs, the games coming up.
Yeah. Let me wrap it up then, man. I want to talk about Robert Saleh real quick because people are telling me that he's gonna be the 49ers DC again. And I just want to say this one thing. That could be true. Robert Saleh, we could use him. But I think they almost dropped the ball waiting too long for Robert Saleh, and he could have took that Jaguar job. He almost got that Jaguars head coaching job, and we would have been like, what are we going to do now? Pete Carroll just took a job. They were thinking about him. I don't know why. Robert Saleh we could have lost him. Who's going to be the defensive coordinator? They took too long waiting on the guy they want and almost didn't get anybody that's worth hiring. So if Robert Saleh is back in San Francisco, that's fine and good. But I'm gonna ask Niner fans this one question. If you were Robert Saleh, why would you want to go back to the 49ers when Fred Warner is the only thing, and Nick Bosa, I'll say Nick Bosa too, even though I think he's overpaid and overrated. Fred Warner and Nick Bosa are the only two household names on this defense. Dre Greenlaw is probably gone. Charvarius Ward is more than likely gone. Hufanga is probably gone. What are we doing here? Like, why would I want to come there when I could be the DC in Detroit? Or I could be the DC, who else lost the defensive coordinator? Saleh had other options. And I hate to say it, but those options kind of look better than the 49ers right now. We're so thin in the interior. Now, if we get the D line and the O line fixed, different story. If they can get some big bodies in the D line, if they can get DJ Jones back in the interior defensive line, that would be different. But without an Armstead, Kinlaw walked. It was just we were bad. Javon Hargrave is a free agent bust. Another player that got paid and didn't play, this year. Like, why would Saleh want to come back? I mean, like, he would have to be pretty damn good. I'm talking about like Bill Belichick minded to make this defense look like it used to look with this roster. Now, I don't know how the draft is going to go. I don't know what we're going to do in free agency. But if they're paying Brock Purdy $60 million, like I'm being told they will, there's not going to be any room to do much in free agency. So that's where I'm mad at. A lot of people are saying, Jarvis, you got to pay Purdy. I didn't say don't pay Purdy. I said don't pay his ass $60 million. Don't pay his ass $50 million. $40 million is what I'm putting on the table. Take it or leave it. I'm trying to keep Dre Greenlaw here. He's the heart and soul of our defense. I think he's more valuable than Brock Purdy right now.
Right.
Unless he is already busted up with the injury, the knee injury. I don't know how significant that is, the Achilles. But he looked like he still had it when I saw him that one half that he played. He brought energy back to the Niners. He brought them back to life. He was like their CPR. There's somebody saying, go Eagles. All right. Bill Belichick is coaching college football. I know. I get that. I'm saying that Robert Saleh would need to be like a Bill Belichick of the past when it comes down to, his defensive mind thinking and, his scheme or whatever. Shanahan needs to get away from this 4-3 and this wide 9 crap. It's outdated. It's very vulnerable against the run, and he needs to stop it. That's the reason why he waited on Saleh. That's the reason why he considered Carroll, because he wants you to run what he wants to run. I'm sick of that dude, man. Get rid of him. Anyway.
I just want to say on the 49ers, like, uh, it was a sitcom. I can't remember what sitcom it was, but it was something or another where they had to do a lot to get back in, and it was like you got a lot of begging to do. So yeah, rightfully so. I guess he shouldn't come back. But if you're the 49ers organization, you better beg for mercy.
Yeah, for real though, for real. I like this right here. Clarence. Clarence says, in my opinion, they need to use multiple running backs instead of working the main back to death. That's exactly what got Christian McCaffrey hurt, bro. Exactly. We had 2 backs, 3 when McCaffrey came back, but yet still Jordan Mason would get like 2 carries. Averaged more yards than anybody at one point during the season, and he didn't get any carries. Shanahan he's way in over his head, and I think he needs to go. We need Abdul Carter for our defense. Okay, I don't know who he is, but
Penn State. That's what I was telling you about.
Safety?
No, he's the DE out of Penn State. He's
Okay.
one of the. Yeah, he's gonna be one. He's gonna be probably the 3rd pick coming out. So, but somebody says what you says, man. Purdy is good, but not great.
Who said that? Let's see that.
4 ring.
Okay, 4 ring. Yeah, man. I appreciate you being here. See, I know I'm not all the way wrong, unhinged when I say these things, and it's just good to know that there's other people out there with common sense. Yeah, he says, 4 ring says Purdy is good but not great. Yet he needs to learn how to come back from a 10 plus deficit without panicking, without panicking and making bad decisions. He made bad decisions, man. That interception that he threw against the Rams, it cost us the damn game. He threw some interceptions late in the game that cost us the damn game. That's not worth $60 million. That's not elite money, and that damn sure ain't elite play. If you're only elite when you've got Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, they're not sniffing out the Debo plays, the Debo gadget plays, and Kittle. If he has to have all of those people to be elite, then why would you give him elite money? It means he's not elite because he wasn't when he lost those elite players. That's all I'm saying. I'm all for paying him because I don't know who we would replace him with. I know some people will say, well, replace him with who, Jarvis? That's why I said I'll give him 35, 40 million. But I don't want to give him 60. How can I keep the elite talent around him if I give him that money? That's all I'm saying. Norman Paul, what's up, man? He said, I want asparagus. And he says true to what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, Cash Carter said, yeah, that's the defensive end. We definitely need another defensive end because Nick Bosa is not shit when there's not somebody else on that D line that can wreak some havoc. I'm sorry. He just isn't. Tell me how good Bosa has been since Buckner and Armstead was in that D line. D Ford on the other end. That was when we were like, oh, y'all don't want to see the 49ers this Sunday. That was the D line right there. Even when we had what's his name, Samson Ibuka, I don't want to, I'll botch his name. The guy that left and went to the Rams, and then the other one, he's Charles Aminihu. That was the depth and stuff that we had. We don't have it anymore. All right, real quick, who wins Sunday? Who wins Sunday, bro? Chiefs, Bills, real quick.
Oh shit.
Chiefs,
Who wins,
Chiefs
man?
and Bills.
Bills.
Chiefs, Bills.
Man, that's a good question. Well, who all playing? That's my question. Because well, this game coming up, you got a few colors is playing. You got the Chiefs, they wear the red and white, yellow. You got the Bills, they wear the blue, white and red, and then you got the referees, they wear the white and black. So, you know, I don't know who. If the Chiefs got the white and black on their team too, shit, we know who win. But
I can't say nothing to that.
yeah, exactly. But it's time for Josh Allen, man. This guy, man. I mean, look, I get it. If the Chiefs win, I mean, it ain't like I'm gonna be like, damn, I didn't see it coming. You know what I mean?
Of course.
In the same breath, man, the Bills, man. I know two Bills fans, and I'm kind of happy for them right now, man. Because man, they didn't. It's been a long time coming for the Buffalo Bills, Bills Mafia out there. But Josh Allen, man, he's for real, and I think he's coming to cut the head off. So that's my take.
You got the Bills.
I got the Bills.
All right. All right. Well, I think a lot of people right now watching will agree with you because I see a lot of Bills. There's one Kansas City there from Milton. But yeah, man, I like what Cash Carter is saying. It would be great to see the Bills in Washington. Old rematch from Super Bowl 26 back in the day. Jim Kelly, Mark Rippon, the posse when they were the Redskins.
Man, you taking me back, man.
Somebody else. That's what Cash Carter just said. Bills and Commanders. That would be a throwback, man.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
That would be good to see. I got Commanders and I got Kansas City just because I don't think that the Bills can beat the Chiefs and the officials. I don't think so. And I'm not trying to say that the Chiefs can't win without the officials. I'm saying they always get enough help from them, though, in the nick of time. The same thing the Patriots used to do. Remember 2017 AFC Championship game when the Patriots were pretty much beat and the Jaguars were going to the Super Bowl, we thought, but then it just, I don't know, I guess that's not politically correct. That's just not what people want to see. I want to see the best teams play. And they called a PI where Brady threw a desperate pass that wasn't even catchable. They throw the flag, put the ball at the spot of the foul. The Patriots kick a field goal. They go to the Super Bowl. Those are the type of things that happen with the Chiefs now. And you can see the official picking Tom Brady up, patting him on the chest and everything like, good job. You knew we weren't going to let you lose. Where'd it go? That's what I saw at the end of that game. And that's what we see now. Patrick Mahomes just admitted that he was flopping last week. He just admitted that, but then came back and said that he thinks that we're tripping. We're being too hard on them, saying that they get too many calls. Man, please. We've been watching this shit since 2018. They've been getting calls ever since D Ford was lined up outside. They ain't called anything on the Chiefs since. And that was because Brady had to go back and win another one. But after that year, the Chiefs have gotten everything. He passed the torch to Mahomes, and there it is. So, sorry. I know they call us the 40 whiners, but I'm not whining. I don't give a damn. We ain't beat them. We ain't going to never beat them probably. Okay, cool. And I'm not hating on them. I said they'll three-peat. I'm saying they will now that Lamar Jackson is out. But, damn it. Like, yeah, man. I'm going with the Chiefs just because of that. It does feel like this is the year that Josh Allen will beat them, though. It really does. But damn, I kind of want the Bills and the Commanders now, man. I like that, Cash. I really do like that, man. I'm gonna go back in YouTube
Man,
this
I
shit
like
this
the
weekend.
Bills. I'm telling you, look, the Chiefs are great. We get it. Andy Reid is the best coach. Probably when it's all said and done, he probably be the best coach of all time. Oh, I get it. He's brilliant. Taking nothing away from him. But it seems like now we watch the Chiefs, they're like, they're even boring. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to watch the Chiefs no more. They won, yeah, who cares? You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
but this Josh Allen guy though, yeah, put it back on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, the Bills look good. They're explosive. What he's doing is out amazing because you know it was like, yeah, he got all these weapons. He got all these weapons. Okay, well now he don't. And he's still making it done. He's getting it done with his legs, with his arm. By any means necessary, he's gonna take it. So
yeah.
I'm gonna say this for the gamblers out there. I think this is the game you want to make some money on. Put your money on the Bills.
So are you going? Okay, so you got the Bills, Eagles, and Commanders.
Oh,
Who you
I'm
got?
sorry, not the Bills. That's the other game, the next game, the Commander game.
Commander
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
You got the Commanders. You got the Commander. Eagles or Commanders?
Uh, that's tough, man. But look, I'm gonna get the Eagles the edge. Just man, look what Barkley is doing in that offensive line. Man, you hadn't seen it. The last time you seen this happen, bro. Well, I don't know the last time, but I don't know a line like that made it to the Super Bowl and won. I got to go back to the Cowboys. The last time I seen a line like that, it's a Saquon, good as Saquon Barkley is, but have you seen the lane that he's running in, man? Man, it's gonna be hard to beat because you're saying that, all right, yeah, Daniels, you good, but you over there on the sideline though, because we just running it down y'all throats. And I think Saquon Barkley is gonna get 200 plus yards tomorrow. The Philly's defense is gonna show up. They're gonna be physical and punch them in the mouth. Pretty much, they need a whooping, man. Commander's been way disrespectful throughout this whole season, throughout the whole playoff. So they need a good whooping. You know what I mean? And the Eagles, they're gonna have to do that if they want to win this game. But what Jaden Daniels is doing is phenomenal.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Narcus? Narcus, I don't want to botch your name there, man, but Narcus is saying the Eagles ain't real, and he said it won't matter. The Eagles will beat themselves. Jack Ripper said these should be some good games, both of them. I agree. Alfredo says no hate, just recognize game. Jack Ripper also says Commanders and Bills. Um, man, y'all damn near got me want to say Bills and Commanders, man. I'm only picking the Chiefs because
I mean, that's a nice Super Bowl.
that's just what they do. Oh, that's a good Super
That's a
Bowl.
nice
Josh
Super
Allen
Bowl.
and Jaden Daniels. Oh man, that would be great. It
But
looks like it.
are we gonna see the two black coach? I mean, the two black quarterbacks. The Chiefs and
Oh,
Commanders.
Mahomes and well, that's what me and Terrence went with last night. We've got Chiefs Commanders. But man, that Bills Commander stuff really got me going there. I wouldn't mind seeing that. So the
Josh
49ers.
Allen looks like a giant, man. He looks well amongst them all. Josh Allen is the one that looks like the giant, the last man standing. That's just to me, in my opinion, man. He looks like he's 8 feet tall out there.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm on the 49er web zone, and I would just want to say this to a couple of Niner fans before we sign off here. It's still not official. I know Four Rings was saying that it's gonna happen. It looks like it, but it's still not official that Robert Saleh is back as the 49ers defensive coordinator. But I think he doesn't want to come back. I thought he was hoping for a job, but the Raider job is filled now. The Jaguar job is filled now. Unless the New Orleans Saints are going to interview him and hire him. The Cowboys interviewed him, but I think they're going to go with Brian Schottenheimer, I'm hearing, or possibly not Jason Witten. What's the other guy's name? Or maybe Jason Witten, but I don't think Salah's getting a head coaching job. So I'm wondering what's taking so long to make it official that he's the DC for the 49ers. Jack Ripper said tighten up. Okay. All right, Jack. You a Titan fan, Jack? Okay. Narcus said KC quarterback ain't black. Okay, well, he kind of is, and he kind of ain't.
Yeah.
We know he's biracial.
Hey, hey,
But I get you though.
his daddy black.
His daddy is black as ever. Okay, so look, man, again, the Raiders hired Pete Carroll, who was reportedly discussed by the 49ers for the DC role. We think Robert Saleh is going to take that job and come back to the Niners, but it's like I said, nothing is official yet. I'm looking and looking, and none of this is in stone yet. But That's pretty much it, man. I'm gonna say I'm gonna stick with the Commanders and Chiefs, but I would love to see the Bills and the Commanders. That probably would be the best one. But then again, let's be real, y'all. If the Eagles do go and play the Bills, that's a good Super Bowl too. The only reason why I'm not picking the Eagles is because I think that if the Eagles have to abandon the run game, and we know if they can run the ball, it's over with. Commanders won't be able to stop Saquon. He's that dude. But we heard the Washington Commanders defensive coordinator say earlier today, I heard him saying that if they run Jalen Hurts like a running back, we're going to hit his ass like a running back. Now, I think that was a chess move because they really want to keep Jalen Hurts in the pocket. And I think we know why. Because they like their chances with Jalen Hurts in the pocket versus running. And I'm telling you, if the Eagles end up having to be one dimensional, the Washington Commanders are going to be in the Super Bowl. And we're going to be saying that Jaden Daniels is the greatest rookie ever in any sport at any position. But he's already the best rookie quarterback we've ever seen. If he can get to the Super Bowl, this is better than what Dan Marino did because Dan Marino went his second year and he lost to my Niners. Jaden Daniels can not only go to the Super Bowl, he can win that motherfucker. I'm just being honest. The Commanders are not that good. I think he just elevates them, and they're actually playing some defense now. Just a little bit, and that's all it takes. This guy is chill and cool as the other side of the pillow. And man, I would like to see this, man. I'm gonna read a few more comments here, and I'm gonna get out of here. We strapping McLaurin, big play Slay is there. Oh, you're saying McLaurin not gonna do anything? Okay, we'll see.
So have
Who
you seen
was
Slay? Have you seen the way Slay been balling? He's been balling. Yeah, he's been showing up big time. Like I can say, man, the Philly Philly can win this game handsomely if they play their cards right. But like you said, the counteract is if they stop the run, and now one another thing is Hurts. How healthy is Hurts? You know, he was banged up last week, and we know he's not healthy this week.
right?
So that plays a factor on how this game looks. If the Commanders do win, I think that's going to be a big part because he's not 100% healthy.
Mm-hmm. 4 rings ain't no problem, man. No worries. He says he apologizes if he was misinformed, but he did read on Sports Illustrated 6 hours ago that he was a Niner. No, not yet, bro. It's all good. Jack Ripper, you are a Titan fan, aren't you? He said Commanders really impressed me when they played the Titans. They whooped all up. They whooped all up on us the whole game. Yeah, man.
Man, great coaching.
And
Great coaching.
y'all defense. I never thought your defense gave up. I never thought that they quit. I thought they were playing really solid the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season. I just saw Will Levis saying here, we don't want to win. You can have it. That's what I saw. And that's why I say, don't overthink this with Travis Hunter, man. Draft Shador or Cam.
Hey, to Jack on that, man, we're talking about you were saying our defense. I tell you what, bro, I got something for you and you 49er fans. You need a little help. You want Bosa, to kind of, what I'm saying, you want some help over there on that D line. Hey man, we'll give you we'll give you Simmons. We'll give you
Jeffrey
Jeffrey Simmons
Simmons.
in the trade. Yes,
Is he
sir. He in
not?
the prop.
Hold on. Is he not a free agent? Jeffrey Simmons?
No, he's still on the
Oh,
contract.
oh, I'm sorry. My fault. My fault.
Yeah, but I think he got like maybe one more year on his contract left. Like, look, a lot of people still crazy about he's a good player, but man, he ain't in for the Tennessee Titans, man. He needs to be somewhere where he can get it done. Like his career gonna be done if he stay in Tennessee and we don't get it together. I'm just being honest. His career gonna be cooked. So yeah, why not come out of that, man? Man, he would be loved playing against Bosa, man. He needs something like that. He is one of the top DTs in the league, but man, like it ain't really doing it. It's time for us to start thinking about things, man. We're really talking about rebuilding. So I would trade him. If I can get some more picks for it. Yes, yes,
Well,
sir.
Jeffrey Simmons would actually look pretty good with us. Probably that's what would make Dick Bosa be better. Bosa is only as good as his teammates are around him. When you put somebody like a Jeffrey Simmons, like when we had Buckner and Armstead for 1 year D forward on the other edge, that's when it's like you can't double team him. Oh, he could be relentless then, but then again, that was still like 5 years ago. when he was like first coming in the league in 2019. I think that would be good, but I don't know what we would have to give up to get Jeffrey Simmons. Our draft picks, we need to be very careful with those. We're just now getting those picks back from all the picks we lost with the Trey Lance debacle. And but Jack Ripper says he wants Cam Ward, and he's saying facts to you 100. So I'm sure he's talking to you there. I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing out, but is it true Robert came back? Not yet. It's not. It's not. It's not official yet. We think he is, but what's the holdup? I'm telling you, I don't think he wants to come back to the Bay. Why? Would you want to come back and be the defensive coordinator of a team that has nothing outside of Fred Warner and Nick Bosa? That's really all they got. It could take some time to rebuild that defensive line because they got to do the offensive line too. Those are the two things they need to take care of more than anything. As much as I would love to have a what's the guy's name with the Raiders?
Crosby.
He's better than Bosa. He's way better than Bosa, in my opinion. Help me out. Crosby. As much as I would like to get a Max Crosby in a trade, it's not more important than fixing that interior O-line and that interior D-line and the pass rush. Like, that's very, very important. And I think Trent Williams is on his last legs. I don't care if he is coming back for another season. I don't think he needs to come back with the 49ers. He don't look like the same Trent Williams. I'm tired of them paying players and they're not performing. Why are we paying you for them? If you draft good, you don't have to pay everybody. That's where the Niners are slipping at. All right. They're not doing what they did in 19, 20, 21. That's the issue. Okay. What's up, D's? Niner gang. That's right. Send him. I don't know at what cost though. yeah. That was 4 Rings saying he would take Jeffrey. He would take Jeffrey. What's his name again? Shit. Jeffrey Simmons. Yeah, I don't know what it would cost either. Could be the Jacksonville job. Then general manager got fired. Then the general manager. Yeah, I'm saying, but Jacksonville has hired the coach. They have. But Robert Saleh has not announced that he is coming back as our DC. I'm waiting on it. When it happens, I'll break the news. But I hadn't heard that yet, man. It's not official. And I'm on top of it right now. And no, not yet. But anyway, bro, I thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate you chiming in. I thank everybody for watching and listening, engaging with us. It's been very fun and exciting. We don't get that a lot here at the Great Debate Show, but I like it, and I would like for you all to keep coming back. Hit that notification bell and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button if you're not. Subscribe to the Great Debate Show. Me and Terrence will be back Sunday night immediately after the AFC Championship game and talk about, we'll preview Super Bowl 59. I hope my team will be in it next year. Super Bowl 60 will be at Levi Stadium in San Francisco. Maybe we can do something that the Rams and the Buccaneers did a few years back and win a Super Bowl at our own home stadium. But in order for that to happen, they need a lot more than Robert Saleh to come back. They got to get this roster fixed, and they got to do it fast. If you want Dre Greenlaw to stay with the Niners, you can't pay Brock Purdy $60 million. And I can't believe he's even asking for it, to be honest with you. I thought he was going to be like, man, give me 40, 45. I'm good. I want to make sure the team is going to stay together because I know I'm not that good, but I know I'm good enough. And, good enough don't get your Super Bowls. Ask Patrick Mahomes. He keeps beating them every time.
Maybe y'all
Josh Allen has to win this game, though. Josh Allen has to win this game, y'all. I don't care what nobody says. If you're going to trash Lamar Jackson for not winning last year in the championship game, you better trash Josh Allen if he doesn't win. I don't give a damn how he wins. I don't give a damn how he loses. If he doesn't win, I'm going to be on his ass Sunday night. I'm just being honest with you. And I like Josh Allen. That's a bad boy. No doubt about it. But he better win because everybody keeps telling me he's bad. Like, same thing you told me about Lamar Jackson, bro, because you beat on Lamar pretty hard.
Right,
I know he's at the house.
I wasn't gonna bring it up.
I know he's at the house.
I wasn't gonna bring it up.
But again, though, if Josh doesn't beat Patrick Mahomes, what you got to say about that? It's the same thing I've been saying for years. Nobody beats Patrick Mahomes. So why are we going to trash one quarterback and not all the other quarterbacks that can't get past him?
Right. Look, I get it. He's 0-3. I get it.
In the postseason, 0-3 against the Chiefs. Yes.
That's going to change Sunday.
I would not be surprised if it doesn't. I'm just saying. It better. That's all I'm saying. It better, or I'm gonna be on his ass because the media is not gonna do it. So I have to do it. They're not gonna do it. And again, he's a bad boy. He's playing. He's gonna play. Joe Brady should be getting a job too. He's a good offensive coordinator. You told me, bro, that he was gonna be a good offensive coordinator for Josh Allen. Now he's playing clean ball. That's the reason why he's playing this weekend. He played clean ball, safe football last week. Lamar did too much, and he wasn't careful with the ball. That's it. That's the difference right there. And
The man has
I'm
been
not
saying it
saying
all along that he come to win. He come to win. He come to win. He said in all his interviews and all his press. Look, I'm a big fan of Lamar Jackson, but man, I'm just saying when you're saying what you're saying, you're under the microscope. And that game, I don't give a what did Martin say? I don't give a fuck if it was the glass slippers. I mean, like, okay, yeah, the weather was bad, the field was bad. Man, you got to win this game. You got to win it, and they didn't do it.
they did not. They did not. Chiefs and Bills Sunday evening. Commanders at Eagles. Jalen Hurts was full participant in practice. He's dealing with a knee injury. He's gonna be in the pocket. That's what that tells me. He won't run as much, and I think that's what the Commanders want. The only thing I can say about that is that means it's gonna be a heavy dose of Saquon. Is that good or bad for Washington? I think it could be good for Washington though, because if we know that you're going to try to run the ball more, we're going to stack this box, and Jalen gonna have to beat us over the top. He's gonna have.
And
Now I know
that's the
AJ
thing with the
Brown,
Eagles. The Eagles are that talented where it's like you can't make them one dimensional though. They got AJ Brown out there. Do not forget. You know what I'm saying? And
but somebody's got to throw him the ball though, bro. And sometimes Jalen, he's so up and down, man. He doesn't give you a complete game. He's so I don't know. It just I can't put my finger on it with him. But if he can win this game and win the Super Bowl, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna be honest. But he has to do that. Why do I trust a rookie quarterback more than I trust Jalen Hurts? But I do. Commanders
because
Chiefs. I got
because he ain't
Commanders
because
Chiefs.
he's not a
Y'all got
rookie.
Commanders Bills. Cause what?
I said because he's not a rookie. We need to stop saying that. Like,
I know, right? But it
yeah,
sounds good. It sounds remarkable
yeah,
though. Like, damn,
right.
technically
Sound
he
like
is still a
MVP.
rookie. Yeah. Yeah, this is crazy, man. Jack Ripper said I miss AJ Brown. I'm sure you do, brother. I'm sure you do.
Man,
So does the gentleman right there with the tight cap on. Man,
man.
man.
We
That's one of
still
the
suffering
worst.
from it, man.
Still suffering
We
from it.
still suffering. We believe, man. We have recovered. So, like I said, this next GM, man, you better fix all of this. That's all I can say.
Cash Carter, go Niners. That's right. Everybody, man, 4 rings. I appreciate y'all being here, man. Bang, bang, brother. We'll see how it goes next year. We out. If Robert Saleh gets the job, I'll come right back and let it be known. But until that's official, I'm sorry, man. I can't put out fake content. We'll see what's up with that. And I'll come back and ask if this doesn't happen soon. I'll be asking what's the holdup and who are we gonna go after now? Because if it's Brandon Staley, who's still a 49er right now, as far as the coaching staff goes, it's gonna be another bad season for the 49ers. That's
Man,
all I'm saying.
how the one you fired? That's who you bring back.
Hire the one you fired?
Right.
Who
What's
did
his
they
name?
fire?
The one before.
Oh, damn. You mean Steve how do I forget his name? He was just there last year.
Yeah. Bring
Steve
him back.
Wilkinson. Yeah, Steve
Yeah, that's who
Wilkinson.
you bring back. You know what
He
I'm saying? Make it
Kyle
right with him.
Shanahan. No, Kyle Shanahan wouldn't do that. That would be
I
him
know.
saying I fucked up. He would never say he fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a point there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, his dad needs to get away too, because his dad is always in the front office whispering in his ear, "Hey, you should do this, you do that." Man, go home. Go do something else. Go enjoy retirement. He is slick coaching the 49ers too. I'm telling you, bro. Telling you. I'm sick of the Shanahans. I thought this was gonna work, but I've been knowing for a few years now. It ain't gonna work. I know that sounds very negative, but if y'all have been listening to the Great Debate Show, you would also know it's very right. I don't get these things wrong often. That's why I do this. I hate to say it. I want to win. But man, I think it's time for somebody else. Why we can't go 3-4 and get Rex Ryan? I would have loved to have Rex Ryan. It ain't like we got a 4-3 personnel.
Yeah, I'm just
No,
saying, man, you always just talking this Rex Ryan talk, man. But when I was
man,
talking
I
about
love Rex Ryan as a DC.
I can tell. You forgot the man been at the desk for like the past how many years? Yeah, I think that ship has sailed.
But he interviewed for the Jets head coaching job. He interviewed for, I think he's interviewing right now for the Bears DC job. So I mean he's it
Oh,
seems like
really?
he's open to coming back because he knows he has to do that to get the head coaching job again. So my whole uh, scenario for him was to come back 1 year with the Niners, 1 year, 2 years tops. If we get everything right, send them blitzes, play that man press coverage, do all those things that you did so well with the Jets.
Well, yeah,
Get that type of personnel, and you'll be a head
yeah.
coach in another year or two.
Y'all be right back in the Super Bowl.
Well, we gotta have the personnel for it too. Now, don't get me wrong, but yeah, Bernardo Green, that was a good pick. The rookie corner we had that we just drafted last year. We've got this year we've got Diamado Lenore on the other side. He's good. We just got to get
Hey,
our safeties
but
right.
somebody mentioned if y'all can trade up for a dual Carter or somehow, some way, man, that'll be nice.
Well, where is he slated to get picked in? Top 5?
It's the top 10 at least, because it
Top
just
10.
depends on how the draft goes. But it's gonna be 2 quarterbacks coming out for sure at top, and you know Hunter's coming off. So yeah, if you could look up and get Carter, yeah, that would be nice.
I
That's
think
that's
we
what,
I think we pick at 11. So we would have to kind of move up a little bit to try to go
and that
grab
ain't
him.
too far fetched. So yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'm finna leave. I just want to read one more thing because I see KS, so I want to see this. This is Sky Shoulder 2000. What's up, Sky? He says, I think Cal Shanahan has all his egos. Oh, he has all his eggs on Robert Saleh. If we don't land him, another defensive struggle. That's exactly what I was just saying, bro. Yeah, we waited too long to try to get the guy that we want, and we're gonna end up settling for somebody that we really don't want. And I think he took too long with that. And it's all because he's stuck in his ways because he wants to continue to run a 4-3. Why not? Um, he was gonna get Pete Carroll before that Raiders hired him. He was gonna go for him if he couldn't land Saleh. That's all you got, Kyle?
That's
What
disrespectful, first of
is
all.
John? And this is why I tell people all the time. See, people talk, but they don't think.
Pete Carroll got a ring.
Why is
What? You think
John
I'm gonna
Lynch?
come back and run your defense?
Well, why is John Lynch not in charge of this whole defensive coordinator job anyway? Why is he not in charge of that? He's the defensive guy. He played the defense. That's why I told you. The general manager and the head coach is Kyle Shanahan. John Lynch is just there. We all know that. Real 49er fans know damn well he don't really call no shots. Not really. Why is Kyle doing this, man? John, come down and say, hey, Kyle, I played defense, bro. This is what we need to do. We need to do it. Or is it John Lynch also that says he wants to stick with this? But I don't see us running a cover two like Tampa did. So it's not Lynch, it's Kyle. And I don't even know why Kyle is so infatuated with that defense. I don't know why. I mean, he was with Atlanta and as an OC. Before that, he was. I don't know why he's so infatuated with that damn defense. I don't get it, but he needs to get out of it. And yeah, I don't know. Wasn't Nick Bosa outside linebacker at Ohio State? Didn't he play like in a 3-4? I think they were playing 3-4, not 4-3. So I mean, like, I don't know. Look, if anything changes, I'll be here to report it. But as of right now, I'm gonna get ready for the Grizzly game. Pelicans and Grizzlies here tonight. FedEx Forum. I'm gonna go check that out. I hope Zion plays, and I hope he plays a good game, and he doesn't try to, like take take the fine lady home and is gonna be sitting courtside, back to the hotel room. I hope he'll just play the damn game and give us what we want to see. He should be. He was great at doing what he did playing D. Yeah, he was. I agree. That's why I don't understand why Lynch is not in charge. I don't blame Robert either because he's got maybe one shot at being a head coach, but I hope he decides to come back. Yep, I understand, man. I don't think he wants to come back. What the hell taking so long? I hope he want to come back, man. And I'm
I
telling
think
you, why would he? Why would he? It's Fred
I,
Warner and Nick Bosa. That's all you got. And if I was the general manager, both of them could get traded.
I won't be surprised
Fred
if
Warner
it.
and George Kittle are the only two that I wouldn't trade. But I still would be listening. But those are the only two players that aren't expendable. Anybody else is expendable.
Why you wouldn't
So
trade Kittle? I'm sorry, I know we got to go. Why you went trade for Kittle?
Because Kittle was the 49ers. He's the heart and soul of the offense. We need
See
him.
there?
We need him. Yeah.
Oh,
George
oh,
Kittle and Dre
you
Greenlaw.
got a
I
little
want to
soft
say
spot, huh?
Greenlaw. Huh?
I said, so you got a little soft spot, huh?
Well, no, it's just Kittle can still play too now. Don't get me wrong. But if Kyle Shanahan would stop underutilizing George Kittle so much and go get a damn tight end that can block, so George Kittle can do the things that Kelsey has been doing for years, everybody will be like, man, Kittle is the best. He really is the best. But he's always blocking, running them in the ground. Another good player running them in the ground. And you know Kittle was hurt all season long. He just plays through the shit. So no, that's why he probably wouldn't be expendable. Now, if you say you got a first round pick you trying to offer me, shit, I don't know, Kittle. It's been real. It's been real.
Yeah.
But but other than Kittle, and if Greenlaw wasn't a free agent, those are the two people that I ain't answering the phone to really. But Bosa, Debo especially, who else? And ain't even a lot of players worth trading because nobody wants to trade for these people anymore. That's why I said trade Debo a few years ago.
What you would take for Ward?
Charvarius Ward, he's a free
Yeah.
agent. He's a free agent.
Okay, bet,
Yeah.
bet.
And so is a farmer. So you see where I'm going with the Robert Saleh thing? He's looking at the talent saying, damn, everybody leaving. Who you gonna replace him with? Who we gonna get? Will I have a say so in the draft? Can I come in the draft wrong? Can I tell you to get that player? I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all should do some debates on college football. I hear you, Cash. I hear you. What you want to hear? Like debating exactly what on college football? All about the
Hey, I
players.
love college football. You know that.
That is true. That is true. It would be crazy to come back as DC. Good and take the head coach from Kyle. Take the head coach from Kyle. I wouldn't be. I'm not opposed to that at all. Robert Saleh coming back, being a DC. Niners have another bad year. Kyle gets fired. Hey, Robert Saleh, you want to be the head coach? I feel that. It depends on what you think of him as a head coach. He wasn't great with the Jets now, but he wasn't terrible either. So and again, that's the Jets. Who can be successful with the Jets? That's why I hate they hired Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn.
Yeah. And Aaron Glenn is the head coach. I talked about him last night though. So anyway, I'm gonna come back on Sunday night though and talk. I'm gonna recap Saturday night's main event with the WWE, and I'm gonna ask the question again to Terrence, my co-host. Should WrestleMania have a halftime show? I think it's time for them to do that. WrestleMania should have a halftime show and make it just as big as the Super Bowl.
Oh man, that'll be lit.
Yeah.
That'll be lit.
Yeah. And if they do it, I've never heard anybody else say something about it. If they do it, they bite. They
That's a
hurt.
good idea because they win Netflix now. Boom, there you got it. That's it. Everybody come to the party.
When Beyonce did the Christmas game, on Netflix, when they done that, the Ravens and whoever that was that played on Christmas Day, that's when it hit me like WWE should try this too, since they're coming to Netflix too, and now they're there. So yeah. But anyway, I'm off topic. These football fans don't want to hear me talking about the WWE right now. That's for my wrestling fans audience. I'll be back for that. Again, it's been almost 90 minutes. I appreciate y'all being in here, man. I really do. These comments are so good. I keep saying I'm going to leave, but I want to read them. Our entire defense is going to look different. Mustafa, Green, Lenore, Bosa, Warner. They'll all be back starting week 1. We have holes everywhere to fill in the draft, and we are too cheap in free agency. It ain't that we cheap in free agency, Sky. We ain't got no damn money. It's all going to Brock Purdy. And that's why you don't pay him $60 million, and that's why I've been saying all year, F the market. That's why. The market is getting all these teams fucked up. It's closing all the Super Bowl windows. And you know what I'm saying? But bro, I appreciate you coming in here. Tighten up. I wish you well with your number 1 pick. If we hear some more news, some more things start to develop on what y'all gonna do, you're more than welcome to come back and talk about it. But your boy, Jack Ripper, said he wants Cam Ward. He's a Titan fan too. I think you were kind of leaning toward him too, and now you're back on this Travis Hunter shit. That ain't the way to go, man. You need a
Hey, I
quarterback.
would love to have Cam Ward. If he's gonna be the next Steve there, yeah, where I sign,
Well,
where I sign up.
if you're gonna draft Travis Hunter, then you better already have Sam Darnold in free agency, or Sam Darnold and Justin Fields as the backup. That wouldn't be so bad. But there's still bridge. You still need a quarterback to draft if you want Manning from Texas. If you want Arch Manning later, then okay, I'm cool with that. But I don't think you're really feeling Ward or Shadur Sanders. I think that's what it is. You're not feeling either one of them like that. I understand, but they're still better than all the other quarterbacks that you've all picked and got it wrong. They're both better than Will Levis right now. That man is hot dumpster juice. Like
Can I
for
argue
real.
with that?
You cannot. No, you cannot. Because I know you watched those boring ass games and you saw it. All right. Thank you all for listening and watching, man. The Great Debate Show again is available wherever you get your podcasts. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. If Robert Saleh comes back, man, I'll be here to talk about it. But if he does come back, I can't wait to see what he's gonna do because he ain't gonna have a lot of groceries. To be honest with you, he gonna have to, like the basket is empty, and Kyle and John really needs to throw some stuff in that basket. It needs to be some good stuff, not just the cheap canned food. It needs to be the good stuff. Or Robert Saleh can't really cook. That's all I'm saying. All right, Scott. Thank you, man. He said I'll be Brett. Good stuff. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Again, thank you, brother. We out of here. Y'all be safe. All right,
Tighten
peace. Bang, bang.
up.